feeling of I don't know what it feels like to be a normal child without diabetes because I've had it for so long. I don't know how it feels like to explore the foods that other kids can have. Once you see the HbA1c getting high, 14 point something, you should start asking questions. And they tell it to you. And that's another thing I hated. I hated when people told me that I was diabetic. I hated when people reminded me that I was diabetic, reminded me of my disease. The pain, bro, that you have to kind of endure, especially for people that love food. Like I feel like when we were younger, or when I was younger, it was much easier than when I'm like a teenager. Like every time someone reminds me of my problem, it hurt me because I don't want to feel like that. You know what I mean? The pain of feeling like you're not a normal person. Another thing that's helped me like cope with diabetes and everything so far to where I am is through the grace of God, honestly. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's all about like you have to be healthy either way. Diabetes or not, you still have to be healthy. That's so. Welcome to That's So Real podcast, and today we'll be talking about what it's like living with diabetes. Now, the first thing that we should get out of the way, um, is it's hard. Like, I think most of us know that already. Uh, so yeah, this is for people that, this video is for people that maybe have a child with diabetes or a friend or maybe a relative with diabetes, and maybe they just want to know what they actually feel like. Well, kind of they. I'll be representing them in a way. Um. Yes. My name is Austin Bandana. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the podcast. I've had diabetes for like since I was 2 years old. I'm not good at maths. You guys do the calculations. I'm 17 years old right now as we currently film as I currently film this video. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I've had it. I've been through a lot in terms of this disease. So today I'll just be unpacking what I've been going through and how I've been feeling at these moments. So this is for also people that have diabetes that can relate. So like if you do relate, like show some love. I love you guys. You guys can do it. Stay strong, man. Um, okay, let's get started. Let's get started. Um, for me, right? I've always had like okay on me on a personal level, right? Um, I'm a foodie, guys. Like I love food. Like food is me and food are best friends, bro. Like bro. um, so again, big diabetic. That doesn't help me in any way because like sometimes I feel sad, bro. Like not being able to eat what I like anytime I want, or like most most of the time, cause like imagine eating burgers, right? Like two burgers. No, I'm kidding, guys. Don't be big bags, bro. But like I think you guys know what I mean, though. You guys know what I mean. Um, if there's some of you that really like food, I'm your main man. Like I could also speak on behalf because like I've lived two kind of lives in diabetic. I've lived when my sugar levels were like proper. My HbA1c was like when and then there's another side where it's like, damn. Like, see, when I was younger, it's much easier for a person with diabetes to control it once they're younger, because also again the parents are around. There's helpers, people like that could like help them um test, inject when they have to. So I feel like when we were younger, oh, when I was younger, it was much easier than when I'm like a teenager. You see that, like when you're a teenager, there's something I want to warn, like you parents or friends or whatever. When your child becomes a teenager and they've had diabetes for like a long time, it's it's gonna be hard, especially for the child or the friend or whoever. It's gonna be hard, cause if you don't know, when you hit teenager state, it's like you kind of have, a doctor told me, like it's like kind of like a burnout basically. So like you guys should like check on your children, ask how are they doing, and what's going on now and stuff like that. And when that teenagers, I'm sorry, kids with diabetes, there are. I'm telling. I'm promising. Okay, I don't know if they are, but I did. There's a time where they are going to, they might, skip their injection or their injections. They might skip their testing routine. Like there are gonna be times. There are gonna be times, and cause like it's hard. Imagine living with diabetes for a hella long time. The pain, bro, that you have to kind of endure, especially for people that love food. Like that must be, cause even me, bro, like I was hurt. Like the amount of times I was hurt living with diabetes, bro. Till this day. Um it's crazy. It's crazy. You just gotta learn how to cope with it. Cause at the end of the day, bro, it's all about, like, you have to be healthy either way. Diabetes or not, you still have to be healthy. That's one thing I had to learn. In my journey of being a very very naughty teenager. um. So yes, guys, like check out for the like sugar levels. I say regularly check them even when they're teenagers, because sometimes they will skip. I'm telling you now. And it's no, like, to feel like that is normal. Like to feel kind of rebellious is crazy, but to feel like you don't want to do this anymore is normal, because even I felt like that for a very long time since I was 12, growing up, um with diabetes. I've hated this thing so much, bro. Like I hate it so much. I've hated it since, bro. I thought by now I'd be healed, but hey, man, God again has a plan. um you guys, another thing that's helped me like cope with diabetes and everything so far, to where I am, is through the grace of God, honestly, because without God, bro, I feel like I would have been depressed, or like I would have just given up on everything, because it's not easy. Living with diabetes, it's really not easy. For those of you that think it's just test, inject, dan, it's not like it's it's not easy. It's a hard thing to go through. The pain of feeling like you're not a normal person. I've gone through that. I developed that at the age of, I think I was 14 years old, 13 years old, where I was like, damn, bro. Because this day, right, I think there was something fun happening, right? And then my friends went out. They ran out. I wanted to go with them, but then my mom reminded me to test and inject the bro. That's when I was like, damn. Like every time someone reminds me of my problem, it hurt me, because I don't want to feel like that, what I mean. But again, I did have to test, I did have to inject to keep moving, of course. But like the feeling of I'm not normal, or the feeling of I don't know what it feels like to be a normal child without diabetes because I've had it for so long. I don't know how it feels like to explore the foods that other kids can have is honestly painful. Like I don't know how much I can tell you guys, but that's like crazy painful. Like for me, that's one of the things that made me so like down, bro. Like one of the things that made me hate diabetes. Like I hate it. Like till this day I hate it. Um so yeah, just like that feeling, of like, damn, those kids can do it, but I can't because I have diabetes. That thing is, that thing is a mess, bro. It's a pain in the bum, bro. But like, yeah, man, ish. That's how it is. Diabetes, bro. I hate that thing, man. Um, for those of you that don't understand like what diabetes is where your body, right, when it consumes any type of food, it needs insulin to kind of break it up so that your sugar levels don't go up. Um and the insulin comes from your pancreas. Now, a diabetic person's pancreas isn't functioning as a normal person's pancreas would. Um, Here's where diabetes comes in. Here's where we need like insulin and injections to kind of manage our sugars. The testing stuff, testing machines to kind of monitor our sugars and all of that. So yeah, for those of you that didn't know what that was, I hope that kind of helped you better understand. So yes, skipping, okay, I don't know, raise this fact enough, guys, like, cause like you guys need to know this, right? Skipping injections is, like, because you've had your whole life, like your life depended on an injection and a testing machine. um and it does get tiring, honestly. It does, like, it's draining, bruh. It's not a fun thing to go through. Don't ever wish you on diabetes, guys. It's not fun. It really isn't. But amen, amen. um you can do this, guys. Those of you that have diabetes, I believe in you guys, man. If I could do it, guys, me, man, yo, yo, if I can tell you stories, man. If I can tell you stories, like those times, no, like my ABH1C, what was 14 point something, dog. And that's because I didn't inject. First of all, there was a full week I didn't inject because I was so tired. I was so, like, I didn't want to, like, also parents, like, we need more more motivation for the kids. Like, I don't know, try and motivate your kids, because this is really hard, especially for a kid. This is, like, it's painful, like, it's hard. But again, with God and with motivation, with supports and love, bro, like, your children will have better off, life going with diabetes, with that support, with God, of course, obviously, above all things. Love from parents, love from surroundings, and all that stuff, bro. Hey guys, also, you must get friends that know how to make you laugh with diabetes and stuff. May I have friends, right? Like, they know I have diabetes now. They make a lot of like jokes, but it's not like all the time type of thing. It's like, and I did allow them to like make these jokes because like why not? I'm not that. It's not that deep anymore. Type of thing. So they would say stuff like, if you when you can't eat white bread because you'll collapse and die. Bro, like damn, like do you have to like really go there, bruh? Ish. But anyways, guys, also now I these ads these ads, diabetic ads, that tell lies, they must shut the hell up, bro. Cause what the hell, bro? There's this one ad now that I saw coming up, that I came across. It said like, this is what a diabetic's foot looks like, and the foot was very ugly, bro. The foot was, it was brutal. That foot was traumatizing, bro. And I was like, yes, 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 this foot, bro. And then they said, this is what a diabetic foot looks like. Me. I looked at my foot and I said, never, never. You are lying. The devil is a liar. That's what I said. That's because what? Guys, don't believe those ads. They're lying. For that's not what diabetic foot looks like. Not all of us, at least. Uh, like that's a person that hasn't taken care of their sugar levels for a while, like a long time. Like their ABH what's yeah, that thing has been high for a while. Also the HbA1c thingy, to be considered as proper, it'll be from kind of like around 8 to 4 normal. Now me, I've been to 14 point wara wara for a very long time. Okay, but it wasn't that long, because like I was like 12 years old. I did have a good one. um I did have a good HbA1c around that age. Grew up like only around like I think 14, 15 is when like things started going like that, bruh. Things started going yay. Things started being yay, yay. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, dog, yeah. Yes, yes, guys, support now, support. Um, cause like another thing that's hard, right? Again, I don't wanna blame the family because like maybe they wanna eat something nice, but like it hurts. You fits. It hurts when you are eating something nice, and then your little brother is eating something nice, and then you ask your parents, and then boy, you're not allowed to eat it because you're diabetic, and they tell it to you. And that's another thing I hated. I hated when people told me that I was diabetic. I hated when people reminded me that I was diabetic, reminded me of my disease. I hated it to the core, but it was the truth. That's the problem. I like dog. I wanted to fight people, bruh. It made me so mad. Like watching my little brother or friends or my mom eat something I can't, and I genuinely want to eat that. It's like it's actually painful. You guys, those of you that have no experience, you won't understand the pain, dog. You won't understand the pain. Like the only people that can understand the pain is either your mother, your father, or the actual person that has been through what you've been through. I feel like the most people that can actually feel you are the ones that have gone through the same things that you're going through. Like someone that can actually mess with on your level, like that you can actually like connect with. Um because you guys, the amount of times I wanted to cry because like I really hated being reminded that I was diabetic, and that I can't do or eats what a normal person would, a normal child would. So I didn't feel like a normal kid, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like um I was I was I was normal. Like almost like an outcast. Almost. So yeah, that's how I felt for some time now. It's been a while. I've gotten better over the years. Around 17, I'm 17 now. Around last year, coming to this year, around that time, late last year, I started kind of being serious about my HbA1c and my sugar levels and all that. Um, Another thing is yo guys, the thing that again discourages a child, but yet it's the truth. Like this is like what you need to know. Is when they tell you that diabetes can kill you or can cause complications in your life, and those are true. Like you can, like, if you don't take care of your sugar levels, like there's gonna be a time, like if you don't take care of them, like years down the line, like every year in J, your HbA1c is like 14 point what. um if like every time you go it's that high, it's gonna be complications, like they're gonna have to cut off your hand, your leg. You're gonna have problems with your pancreas. Like, not your pancreas, what am I saying? You're gonna have problems with your bladder. It's gonna stop your kidneys, I mean. Your kidneys are gonna fail, and then you're gonna need that machine thing that helps you, I think, to pee or something like that. Stuff like that. Heart failure, like heart problems, I mean, like serious stuff can happen. Going blind. I don't want to scare you, because it's very scary. Like, as a diabetic person myself, like, I've feared that so much, yet I've been again tired of that. I've been rebellious. These things even like flew over my head once, until they had to tell me again, and then I was like, damn, like, it's done. I don't want to live a life like that. I don't want to live a life like that, because I want to be like a musician, and I want to go out into the world and explore and all of that. Hold up. mm, so yeah, yes, man, yeah. But guys, it's true again. People that have diabetes, I know it's hard. Like me, me, like I can relate. Like I can actually relate with what you're going to, like, a lot, because I had, like, yo, guys, yo. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, Now I'm going to tell you about stories that, like, scary stories of being a diabetic, right? Okay, so there was this one time I went to, like, a clinic in what do you call this, in Kempton Park. I went to the clinic, and then I went to the clinic because I was having, like, stomach problems, bro. Yes, you. Like, I'll save this story for another day. Like, the problems I was having with my stomach, I'll save it for another day. Um. Okay, sharp. Uh. You. Oh, I kind of lost my words. Okay, yeah. We were at the clinic, and then it was time for us to, like, get the medication. But then I was starting to become. I was shaky. I was getting shaky. My sugar was low. I was shaky. Like, I didn't feel okay. I was hot, and all of that. So I told my aunts that, auntie, my sugar is, like, it's getting low, and, like, I need something to eat, like, fast, because I'm not feeling all right. Okay, she flies out to go and buy because there was a Pick and Pay not so far away. She flies out. She flies to the Pick and Pay, and she takes time. And as she's taking time, I am freaking out because I'm about to kind of collapse because I was so dizzy. I was so low. I couldn't do much. Like it was crazy. I wanted to cry even. Right. All right. Um so that's happening, and then I decide to say I get the medication, like they give me the medication, right? And then I'm like, okay, no, let me go to my aunt's. Maybe she can, like, while she's getting the stuff, she can just, I could just take something real quick. Cause you know how you can, like, just pay whether you opened the plastic or not, whatever. So I went to her, and then I was looking for her, but she was not there. Now my sugar was low. Now here I was scared. Here I was panicking. Yo, tears started coming out. Here's where the waterworks started working themselves way out, bro. So I was so scared. My heart was fast. I was so low. My energy was like being having a low sugar, having a high sugar, whatever the situation might be. It's the worst thing. Like, it's bad. It's pain. It's crazy, bro. Like, you won't understand until you've actually been in the situation. But like, it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I never ever ever wanna be in the situation I was that day. So okay. Okay, here's the part that was crazy. The part that was even like that got me even more. People can be so cruel. Like, I've never seen people so cruel like that. Okay, I get in. I can't find my aunt. And then there's people walking by, right? They got gang food in their trolleys. The trolleys are full. And then I asked them if I could, like, please just grab something to eat. Or if they could maybe buy something for me to eat. Bro, the mices. And at this time I'm crying, bro. Like, there's tears falling down my face. Like, I'm genuinely crying. Um and these people are mising me, bro. These people are looking at me like I'm crazy, bro. Like, and it's painful to to get that look, you know? Like, it's painful for people to look at you like that, especially when you're going through something so scary. At the time, I was also anxious too. Um, like there were people. I understand the people that said they couldn't get me anything, but there were some people that literally just ignored me flat out, and they just looked at me and they walked away, literally in front of my face. The only person that helped me that day was the security guard, the one that calls people's names out and stuff like that. I went there and I was like, yo, could you please help me find my aunt and get something to eat? He brought me tea because he didn't have anything to eat. Tea with, like sugar and stuff. That kind of helped. He tried calling my aunt, but she was already out by then. I texted my mom, and then I had to come out because my aunt was looking for me as well. Like, we kind of passed each other like that, but you know how it is in the movies and stuff like that. But like, that was crazy. That was scary, bro. Like my mom wasn't there. I was alone. Like, I was alone, bruh. And like, that is not something I want you guys to go through ever in my life. Advice I must give you: stay at the doctor. Ask the people that are there at the hospital. Like, them, because you're already in a hospital. What happens if you faint in Pick and Pay? What will they do? So like, in the hospital is better. At least if you faint there, they can help you out. They have those things, those injections that will revive you very fast if you've collapsed down. So yes, yo guys, I have a lot of low sugar stories, high sugar stories that I'm gonna be discussing. But if you guys could just give me a minute, I just gotta check something out. I will be right back. To tell you guys more stories, there is a lot more stories I wanna kind of tell and unpack. Just for you to like, I don't know. I don't need you guys to sympathize or anything like that. I just wanna, tell these stories because like it's kind of crazy. What I've been through in my life, where I've been coming from, because like you guys think I'm a happy man, bro. I've been living me, yeah, me, So I'll be back. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. I'll be back. Like, give me like a second, even. All right, so we're back. We came back after a while of drinking water. We're back. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you about the next story now. Of having diabetes. Crazy stories. Actually, these are like mad stories. Another story is like we're at. Okay, there was one, right, where I was sleeping. I was young at this time, so I was not a teenager for sure. I was not a teenager. I wasn't that young, but I was young. So in the morning, um, it's in the morning. My mom came. Apparently, I didn't know, cause at the time I was not aware of what exactly was happening. It was confusing. It was crazy. Like it was mad. Um, so I was young. It was like a school morning. Um, and my mom came to wake me up. I was kind of making sounds at night. Like creep. I don't know, like sounds that can tell that something's wrong with my child. Sounds. So my mom comes in. It's also time for kind of my brothers to wake up and stuff. She comes in. She tests my sugar, and my sugar is like low, like it's slow, and I'm busy here sleeping. Like it's low. Um, and I was sleeping. Um, and then they tried to wake me up, but it didn't work. Yo, dog, it was hectic that morning. That morning was hectic, bro. They tried to give me Coca-Cola to lift up my sugar, but hell no, that thing didn't wanna drink. So if you didn't know, when your sugar is very low, uh, to let a person drink something, it's almost kind of impossible because they'll just bleh, vomit it out. I don't know about eating, but I heard about drinking. I think it's the same for eating because like again how's it gonna go down? They won't be able to swallow, so it's just gonna go. You know what I mean? So that's what I was doing. That's how low my sugar was. Like the Coca-Cola didn't want to go down, and I could feel myself vomiting it out. Like I was like yeah, like it's mad. Like it just came out. It didn't want to go down. I didn't want to digest it. I got like a few drinks in. Thankfully my mom was like, drink boy, drink. My aunt was also there helping. So they were just trying to get the Coca-Cola down into my system. Which it did help. I went to this, they took me to the sitting room to like sit up and properly sit. And then they brought me bread once I kind of got the energy to eat and chew and stuff. um and then at that time my sugar was like 2 point something. And then it got up again, up, and then yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, suena. Um, so yes, that day that was one of the craziest days of my life, gang. I've never felt like that, bruh. Like mad some. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Yeah, that morning was mad. So I didn't have to go to school that day because I mean, why am I going to school? Why am I going to school? Yeah. Failure. Next story. It was at home affairs. My mother, I think, had. It was at a place near Home Affairs in Kempton Park. It had stationery. Yeah, it was a stationery place. We were getting stationery for back to school and stuff like that. I was young again at this time. I was in primary school at this time. So going to the place by Home Affairs, and once we get in, my sugar is low, and again, it's a crazy feeling because okay. My mom told us to wait in a line, right? And we had to stand in line. We couldn't sit down or do anything like that. But my sugar was so low, I had to sit down, bro. I was literally like going like down, like my energy was low. Like I couldn't stand, bro. I was falling. I was like losing control of my body and stuff like that. So I had to sit down. And then my mom was like, okay, please sit outside for me. I will come. Um, okay, I go outside, and yo, here I'm shaking, bro. You know when you have sugar, yeah, like you start shaking. Here I'm shaking, like again. For those of you that don't know, another way to test that your sugar is low, when you lift your hand like this, right, and your hand starts shaking, your sugar is low. That's how I tell if I don't have my testing things near me at that moment, or if I'm in class and I'm writing an exam. I lift up my hand, and if I start shaking like that, um then like I have like don't like if your hand shakes like just like that. Me right now, I'm telling my hand to shake. But if in your head you know you're not telling your hand to shake, but it's shaking, just know you need to get food inside your body so that you can have energy for the rest of the day, or so that your parents can be alerted, the teacher can be alerted, or something like that. um I do think that you should tell someone with immediate effect if you do not want to collapse on the floor. Thank you very much. I'm joking. um. So yes, sugar was low. She said I must go and sit outside. I went to sit outside. My brother was there with me. My mom came out, and then we were walking. And boy, when I tell you, I saw the light of heaven reflecting in my eyes. My mom picked me up, and I couldn't see because everything was white. Like it was so bright, bro. It was so bright. I couldn't see my mom's face properly. I couldn't see properly. Like I could only see things that were like close to me, that I could see. They put me in the car, and then got me a Coke. This time I could drink the Coke, so I drank it. Got my sugar up, and yeah, everything was fine from there. Yeah, everything was sharp. Um, went home, chowed, and then had a good day. Had a good day. Okay, and another story that I have, it was at camp. I was at camp, right? I was young again. I was young. Like these stories happen when I'm young. You see, when I'm old, I can take care of them now. But when I was young, it was a problem. But anyways, I was young now. I was at camp. Um, I was at camp, and then there was something we were doing like for a play. We were supposed to kind of come up with a play for each team had a play to come up with. I had my own team. My twin brother had his own team, and my sugar started getting low again, guys. Guys, I already stressed this enough, how scary it is to have a low sugar. Like it's scary. Like it's like a quick, I have to eat something, or else I will collapse, or else I will faint. And once you faint, you need to go to the hospital because coma. Ah. um. So yes. My brother was in the other team. I was in my own team. Um, and then my sugar was low. I saw my brother and I tried calling out to him, but he didn't see me. And the teacher or the pastor on his side thought I was trying to eavesdrop and stuff. So he told me with anger in his voice to turn around, cause we don't want copiers or stuff like that. So it's like, hey, turn around, wara wara wara, look at your own side, stuff like that, stuff like that. And then I started crying, and then someone and my crush was there, mind you. Hey, guys, it was the white team. My crush was there. No, yo, guys, trauma, trauma. Um, so there crying, and then they asked me, what's up, kid, like, why are you crying? And then I told them I shouldn't have told them this. I was so stupid back then. Back then I didn't know what to say except I was hungry. That's all I knew. I didn't say, because my brother at that time knew what to say. He knew how to say, like, he's diabetic or we're diabetic, and his sugar is low. No, me, I said I was hungry. So they thought in my head I was crazy. Like this, they said, this kid is a baby. This kid is just like, he shouldn't be here. So they were like, you are hungry and you're crying. And I'm like, yeah, but now what do you mean? My sugar is low. Like, I didn't know how to say that at the time. Like, please teach your kids how to say I'm diabetic and my sugar is low, or I'm diabetic and I think my sugar is high. Because at that time I didn't know what to say. Like, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to say. All I knew was I was hungry and my sugar. Like, I didn't know that if I said I was hungry, they would not, yeah, because like hungry people that are hungry, you can manage being hungry. Diabetic, that is, you, once the sugar is low, with immediate effect, ASAP. Like, don't panic. Don't, whatever you do, don't panic. Just be fast. That's all I'm saying. Be fast. Don't panic. Be chill, because if you panic, the child panics. You must make the child laugh and make them feel better, because if when you're also crying and it's what it makes it worse. I know from experience. Thank you very much. So yes, just be calm, address the situation with calmness and all of that, and you'll be fine. You'll be sharp. um yeah, bro. Danko everybody. Okay, next story. um Next story. I'll tell you the high level sugars in the part two, because I really want to make a part two of this video, of this podcast. Because like, I feel like if I talk, it's gonna be very long, and us with budgeted phones, it doesn't have that much space. Anyways, yeah. So yes. Next door. Hold up. Alright, this is gonna be the last story, and then I will make a part two, where I tell you the stories of high sugars, and also how it said I got diabetes, and the stories I've heard from that, and all that. This is the last story I'll tell you guys, and then I'll catch you guys like in other videos and stuff. Alright, so this story was, I was in a car with friends of mine actually. Like, it was friends with uncles. Yo, guys, I'm afraid of closer uncles, because this uncle was a closer uncle. Um, yeah, guys, closer Zulu uncles. I respect them so highly, because yo, the humblings I've been humbled, and the shouts I've been shouted. Yo, okay, but anyways, this day I was in the car, right? I don't know where we came from. I think we're going to my uncle, well, my friend's uncle's work. I'll just call him uncle, because I also call him, he's kind of also an uncle to me, but not kind of blood really. These are like family friends, like, my mom and my friend's mom, actually, are Like, yo, they are chomis, those ones. Hey, chomi, those ones. Exactly. So I'm driving with my friends. Um, I'll just start with first initials. I'll just call them out by initials. So there was A1, A2. I don't know if N was there, but A1, A2 were there for sure. And then my twin brother was there as well. Snuggle was there. And then my uncle in the front. Okay, so he was driving. I can't remember where we were going. I think we're all right. The video cut. Let me take this off. I look weird. So the video cut. Um, like I said, some of us have budgeted phones, but like no, but like I really thank my mom for buying me this phone. Like I'm really grateful for it. So like I'm not a spoiled brat or anything like that. So where was I? I was explaining the story, the last story, of having a low sugar as a diabetic. Um, and I was in a car. A1. I was telling you about A1, A2. I'm not sure if N was there. Snako was there though, my twin brother. In the car. Okay, cool. I don't know. I think we're coming from my uncle's place. Uncle's work. She like he went to fetch something, and then we tagged along, and whatnot. Okay, coming back from there. My sugar's getting low now. Like it's getting low. Like, and then I think I told Snako or I told him myself that my sugar's getting low. And then they say, okay, shop, we're almost getting home. Like it's almost time to get home. So when now you must just chillax. We'll get there. And bro, bro, when I tell you, me, me, I started crying, bro. Look, right? Yo, I started crying. Yo. It was bad, bro. I was embarrassed, but at the same time, I was scared. You know why? Because, like, you see, what goes through your mind when you have like a low sugar or something like that, um, it's you get anxious. Like it's too much is happening. Basically, too much is happening, and then there's also here and there thoughts of I'm gonna die. Okay, for me, there were here and here thoughts of like, damn, I'm gonna die, bro. I was so scared. Bro, I was panicking. And then I think this also irritated the uncle, so he started shouting at me. Which made me kind of hurt in the heart. Yeah, well, but like, yeah. So he started shouting. I was saying like, "Hey, why are you crying? Blah blah blah. We're almost home. Hey, stop crying. Hey." Stuff like that. But I don't know if he was actually shouting or if he was just saying, um, just with a high tone voice. Because when you're a kid, almost everything. Oh, well, for me, almost everything was like someone was shouting at me. That's the reason for that. Will be in another podcast, hopefully one day. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, I'm here. I'm crying. So loud. They're yelling at me, and then they drive, and then A1, which is a female, um asks me why I'm crying, and I tell her that my sugar is low, and she comforted me. Like she comforted me. Because she's a cool friend. Like she's a cool friend. Like I really appreciate people that are there for you when you're like scared or when you're like panicking and stuff like that. Friends that are there, like just to hold you, and like that's a nice thing, a nice feeling when you have people that are actually looking out for you, people that are taking care of you, when you can't take care of yourself. Um, you know what I mean? Like That's nice. I like that, and I also like to do that for people. Um, so yeah, man. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. This comes to the end of the podcast. I will do a part two. Also, if you guys have questions, please leave them down in the comment section. Tell me what you want to know more or what you need me to explain even more. And then I'll try my best to answer you. If not, I'll try ask, of course, around people that know your questions and stuff. But do leave questions down below in the comments. And also this video is not to scare anybody or to get people worried, right? So that's the worst thing you can ever do in a situation where diabetics sugars are high or low or something like that. Guys, don't panic. All you have to do is calm down, breathe, right? Calm down and do what you have to do to ensure that the child or the person is feeling okay, is at least doing all right, um so that they don't panic even more, and it becomes a whole mess, right? So don't panic, calm down, okay? Calm down, chillax, breathe. Also, don't be scared when someone says they're diabetic. Don't think now, hey, this person's gonna start collapsing on me. Don't think like that, bro. Most of us know how to control our sugar levels. Most of us know what to do in such situations. But I'm just saying, just in case you see someone like that, please just calm down, help out where you can, and also comfort them because they also do need comfort. It is like a scary moment when something like that happens. So like comfort them, talk to them, make them laugh, bro. Make them laugh. While they're getting like the sugar up and stuff like that. That stuff is nice, bro. That stuff is nice. I'll also tell you guys about that in part two of the podcast. I'll tell you how to go about doing that and stuff like that. How it feels and whatnot. Going through that. So yeah, most stories will come on diabetes in part two as well. Um, so if you guys want to check that out, just stay tuned. Um, and yes, families, stay safe. Please take care of your children, monitor them, check them, um, ask them how they're feeling. Ask them to express themselves like to the fullest. Like to tell them everything about their diabetes journey and how they feel at the current moment and stuff like that. Um, so yes, just like also support is very important. Please, like, support is hella important, especially if they're like teenagers or maybe like young and they're having problems and stuff like that. Once you see the HbA1c getting high, 14 point something, you should start asking questions. Hey, start asking questions. I'm telling you now. Yeah, I'm telling you now. Start asking questions and start like checking now, because we don't want that to be continuous, because that is a bad thing. Of course, you guys know the complications. If not, then I'll try explain in the next video. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my podcast to this point. Um, I hope you guys really enjoy my videos. I hope to make even get better, crazier videos in the future. So yeah. Thank you guys. My name's Austin Bandana. Thank you for watching my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below whatever you want. I really do not care. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in another video. Love you.